On the 4th of January 2015, Samina's car was located on a quiet residential Luton Street, some 65 miles from Coventry. Her handbag was missing, her suitcases and shopping too. There were no fingerprints, which the police found suspicious, and the driver's seat was pushed far too far back for someone of Samina's height. The missing persons inquiry became a nobody's murder inquiry. From then, it didn't take long for detectives to put the pieces of this grotesque murder together. Data from Samina's phone revealed to police she had traveled with Roger to Leicester. A bottle of Bellini purchased for Christmas was found in David's fridge. The snacks in his cupboard, her sat-nav in his loft, and a tip-off from a member of the public led to the discovery of the body.
This episode is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Hey, listeners and viewers, let's talk about surfing the web. We all love the freedom the internet offers, but it's essential to remember the importance of online security and privacy. That's where our favorite tool, ExpressVPN, comes in. ExpressVPN provides a layer of protection that keeps our personal data secure and private. It's especially crucial when we're shopping online or using public Wi-Fi, ensuring our passwords, email, and sensitive information remain our own. It's super easy to use. You just open the app, click to connect, and voila, your connection is secure, your IP address is masked. This level of encryption is a game changer, allowing us to browse, stream, and work worry-free. And let's not forget the speed. ExpressVPN is incredibly fast, avoiding the lag and buffering we all dread. It's especially great for those of us who love streaming our favorite shows and movies. No more geo restrictions or content limitations. Plus, the versatility is impressive. It works on every device, phones, laptops, even routers. So everyone who's connected to your network is automatically protected. Customer support is also phenomenal. They're available 24/7 to help you with anything you need. It's genuinely a comprehensive service. We can't emphasize enough the importance of protecting your online presence. Internet security is not a luxury, it's a necessity. And ExpressVPN is a powerful tool in maintaining your online privacy. Use the link in the description and sign up today and explore the different plans available. Find the one that suits your needs and start browsing the internet with peace of mind, knowing you're protected with the best. Secure your internet, enjoy your freedom, and let ExpressVPN be your companion in the digital world.
Before we dive into today's episode of Murder Monday, we'd like to remind you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Just search True Crime Never Sleeps Podcast. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's dive into today's episode of the murder of Sameena Imam. By the time Christmas Eve of 2014 finally came around, Sameena couldn't help but feel a little excited. 34-year-old was busy preparing for the festive days that were to follow. And as she popped out of the office to grab the final few bits from Marks & Spencer, a bottle of Bellini and a tub of sweet treats, her plan was finally coming together. Since the start of their relationship, Roger Cooper, Samina's colleague and lover, had been leading a double life. The long-term partner at home, Sameena was stuck playing second fiddle. That Christmas, everything was set to change. The pair would spend Christmas Day at Birmingham's Mount Mason Hotel, and by the start of 2015, they would finally be officially together. All Sameena wanted for Christmas was the man she loved, and this year she was finally going to get him. At least, that was what she was promised. However, while Sameena had been getting everything ready to start a new life, Roger and his brother David had been preparing to take hers. By 6:30 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Sameena Imam would be dead. The hotel room she had booked sitting empty, as the Cooper brothers set about covering up her callous murder. The tragic story begins at a Costco store on the outskirts of Coventry. It was here that 41-year-old Roger worked as a manager, as did Sameena, a regional marketing boss for a handful of the multinational and nearby locations. Relationships between senior members of staff were very much against the rules, but this hadn't stopped Roger and Sameena. They spent 2 years entangled in a workplace love affair, and Sameena had begun to get restless. She gave Roger an ultimatum in the run-up to the holiday season. Leave your long-term girlfriend, or it's over. And Roger obliged. During a 10-week trial, which ended on the 20th of October 2015, prosecution counsel Timothy Spencer told the court that Roger had brazenly lied to Sameena. Roger never had any intention of leaving his partner. He feared Sameena would spill the beans on their affair, which in his mind would jeopardize both his career and his other relationship. Rather than face up to the consequences of his actions, Roger enlisted the help of ex-soldier David, and together they set about planning to kill Sameena in cold blood. While Roger had a motive for the murder, however twisted, it remains a mystery why his brother was willing to kill a woman he barely knew. Their first attempt on her life was planned for the early hours of the 12th of December 2014. Sameena was a regular guest at the Premier Inn, and that night, following a Christmas party, she planned to sleep there. Roger had told Sameena to meet him at the hotel where he claimed he had booked a room and had a surprise for her. The surprise, it transpired, was that no room had been booked, and Roger wasn't going to be there. Meanwhile, brother David sat in a hired car in the car park, ready and waiting to abduct her. The brothers communicated using Star Wars codes: Death Star complete, stay on target, you are expected, Vader. The plan failed, although what went wrong is still unclear to detectives. Sameena made her way safely into the hotel room from her taxi. David sent a text to his brother in broken French, which translated to, "There's no point, no score. The window of opportunity is closed." So just 12 days later, the brothers took aim once again. At 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Sameena left work just after Roger, each driving off in their separate cars. The couple met up again nearby where she unpacked her luggage from her BMW and willingly jumped into Roger's Audi. Leaving her car parked up on a quiet side street, Roger and Sameena drove off together. Detectives believe Sameena thought this was to be a quick pre-Christmas visit to David, a detour on their trip to Birmingham. It was on this journey that Sameena spoke with her sister for the final time. She asked how her mother was getting on and confirmed she'd be at their parents' home on Boxing Day for family Christmas celebrations. The couple arrived at David Cooper's home at 5 p.m. It was early in the evening, but already dark outside this deep into winter. It's believed Sameena was attacked by David almost immediately upon entering his property. It can't have been difficult for the brothers to overpower her. At 6'5" and 6'7", these men towered over an unprepared 5'2" Sameena. She was smothered with chloroform, purchased on eBay a few weeks beforehand. A bizarre combination of metallic elements, including antimony, cadmium, tin, mercury, and arsenic, is also thought to have been administered to Sameena in liquid form. By 6:25, Roger had already begun his journey back to Coventry, leaving David to dispose of Sameena's body. In an effort to create the impression Sameena was still alive, Roger, once he turned up at his home to join his partner, sent a text to himself from her phone. It was a false alibi. "I'm fuming. I'm going to where I truly cared for," it read. Meanwhile, David got on with disposing of Sameena's body. Pathologists found she had been transferred to a grave within hours of her death. On a quiet allotment on Groby Road in Leicester, the body, wrapped in cling film in a sleeping bag, was buried deep underground. Whether or not David noticed the chilling sign hanging from his allotment shed, "Don't wind me up, I'm running out of places to hide the bodies," only he knows. Over the following few days, the brothers continued the cover-up operation. Sameena's car was moved from Coventry to Leicester, and then after being wiped for fingerprints and DNA, abandoned in Luton. When Sameena never appeared at her family Boxing Day dinner, the police were informed and launched their search, later codenamed Operation Ceramic. On the 4th of January 2015, Sameena's car was located on a quiet residential Luton street, some 65 miles from Coventry. Her handbag was missing, her suitcases, and shopping too. There were no fingerprints, which police found suspicious, and the driver's seat was pushed far too far back for someone of Sameena's height. The missing persons inquiry became a no-body murder inquiry. From then, it didn't take long for detectives to put the pieces of this grotesque murder together. Data from Sameena's phone revealed to police she had traveled with Roger to Leicester. The bottle of Bellini purchased for Christmas was found in David's fridge, the snacks in his cupboard, her sat-nav in his loft. After a tip-off from a member of the public, archaeologists arrived at the allotment and began their excavations. On their 4th day, investigators found the outside edge of a sleeping bag. They lifted a flap and knew straight away Sameena's body had been found. The brothers were arrested on suspicion of murder on the 7th of January 2014 and were charged 2 days later. On the 21st of October 2015, Roger and David were both found guilty of murder unanimously by a jury. By Christmas, they were both behind bars, each serving a 30-year sentence. Let us know your thoughts on this case in the comments section below. What did you think happened? Why do you think the brother was willing to murder a woman he never met? Let us know. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can go ahead and buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/TCNS. And as always, your support helps the channel grow, upgrade our equipment, bring in new hosts, be able to pay them, and hopefully take this show on the road. And let us know your thoughts on a Patreon. What would you like to see offered that would make you consider becoming a supporter on Patreon? Let us know in the comments section as well. As always, thank you so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time.